What do we do first? Okay. We can open this now. And then... okay, well, since we're here, we can ask Kuno about the armor. And then go back to the car and ask for info about the boots, and then interview these two. Oh, wait, I can zoom in? Okay, that's new. This is the logo of the municipality of Revachol.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags."
Open the padlock.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
Okay.
Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Why? What's this?
Just a feeling. A warning from some part of you.
What if it's a bomb? What if there's a bomb inside? Ooh. Another time maybe. Then when? When can I open it? Should I trust my conscience? I'm tempted. Okay, another time.
No, we need to investigate now.
Oh shit! Just like that, he opens the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Wow, very anticlimactic.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar.
Feels familiar. Milk, one broken egg, pasta wrapper.
You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
Used to dumpster diving. Oh, so I've done this before, huh?
No, searching for evidence in the trash.
Oh. Well then, dive further.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Turbo noodles. Pick at the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Is it the dead man's trousers?
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
What?
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Okay.
Drop them in here, officer.
Oh. Wow. Very convenient. Nice. Bag the trousers.
Guitar-marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Missing belt.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Oh my god. What? Shh. Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Ugh. Ew. Okay. Bag the shirt.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
How much longer?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
A thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
Alright, we should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
You think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The kids might know something, but I'm beginning to doubt that they'll give us any info. Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them here.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
Well, you've got a brain of one.
See?
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
What? Dude. Search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified sludge and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey.
I don't like this.
What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Blue piece of plastic. Pick it up.
They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Clipboard.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this is.
It is. Look. The
Oh,
plastic has the
no.
RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
Dang. Okay.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
Must have been cramping my style. Foreboding quality. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away.
Well,
Yeah, well...
lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
I don't know, man. Sounds like an order. I don't take those. Okay, sure.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Read your ledger and name the case. This case needs an official name. Go to your inventory and interact with the damaged ledger to give it one. Finding the right line may take some time. Victim's clothes were in the trash container out back, neatly folded. Who could have put him there and why? Only the whirling staff was supposed to have the key. Sure, why not?
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Wait, what? The yellow man. Oh. Uh-oh. I don't think Kim will like this. An antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
Oh no. Oh no. Sorry, dude.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Open. No, not gonna open it again. Okay, let's leave. You're a shit show. You're a shit show. Ahaha! Aha! Okay. Damaged ledger. It's full of notes written in a man's dense cursive. Have a closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged to start keeping notes on the case. Interact.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Urinal? Wow. The first time I've heard that pronunciation. Urinal. Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
Oh wow, thank you.
Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us.
Exactly. What? Oh no. Smell the ledger? You're insane, dude. Okay. Inspect the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Kitchen tissue? No. No, they don't. Take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila!
Voila.
The ledger now looks marginally better.
Okay. Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the aluminium. Oh. Aluminium or aluminum.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Silvery sticker. Is this like the symbol on our jacket? Watermark?
Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances.
Yep.
It is similar to the RCM watermark on your blazer the lieutenant mentioned. Didn't he say something about the headlights of his motor carriage? That you can read these there?
Lieutenant, is this one of the hologram watermarks you mentioned?
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
Ooh, maybe. How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
You mentioned the headlights of your kinema.
Yes, RCM vehicles have headlights tuned especially to reveal halogen watermarks.
Cool.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
Okay,
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Browse the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines forming short paragraphs.
Huh?
Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What is in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
Oof, not completed.
It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
That's actually quite a lot, right?
What do you mean? Is that all?
Huh? Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes.
Yeah.
You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes.
That's okay. We all make mistakes.
Okay.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There was a mention of a naming convention here.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh, that sounds pretty organized, I must say.
A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps.
All
One is
caps.
called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
Square bullet hole. How? The unsolvable case. Ooh, interesting. More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
The title, dude. What?
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Oh, wait. Can I? Ooh. Can I take on these cases too? I wonder. Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
And why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named the case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
Okay. Fair.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head.
Oh shit.
He died. It was a workplace accident.
I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Okay.
Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. Commit to paper. Okay.
Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this monumental event.
At least we have a pencil.
The ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It will do, barely. But
Kim, do you have a pen?
the lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder, like large caliber bullets on an ammo belt.
Can I borrow one of them?
He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them.
Can I have one?
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
Oh no. Well, you know, I can just borrow it and then return it later. With this beauty, commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the blue oblong pen in a brash freehand uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Cross out the ones you've already
A
finished.
satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you.
And you, and you.
Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
Ooh. The hanged man, fears are at home in the mirror. Ooh, wait. This is the opening quote, right? The setting sun, shit on a stick. Furies are at home in the mirror. How does this relate to this? Let's do a hanged man, perhaps.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too.
Hey!
The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Damn right. Yep, I'm a genius.
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Cool. That's it?
The notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have belonged to a previous volume. In short, there was more.
Got it. Alright, I'm done.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Oh, wait. Can I read the case files now?
Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120117000, the Next World Mural.
Okay, so like HDB 41 and so 1700, 5 p.m. This is the time. Date of initialization. I'm guessing 12th of January maybe. Oh, wait. HDB 41. Weren't those officer precinct?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
Oh, HDB. Is it my name?
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
Horace Debbie Behringer? Ram Darjan Binzak?
That is improbable.
Huh? How long does it take to read a case?
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised.
Oh.
Where do you want to start?
Okay. Oh, wait. Yep, okay. Ooh. Can I got 3 more. Maybe later on I can expand to these. We'll do one. Maybe. The Next World Mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne.
Grand Couronne. Okay.
Cause of failure, rent too high.
Huh?
The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class."
Wreak havoc on the middle class. Only in the next world for new people.
People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case.
Okay.
The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait, do I ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design.
Alright.
The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3.
Ooh.
The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between two options.
Remove the mural. It is wrong. Keep the mural. It is right. Which do I choose? It's just mural, right? Maybe?
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us.
All that remains is to wreak havoc in the middle class. Human nature, maybe?
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet leather? What do you want to
Goddammit.
tackle next? Or are we done?
Let's try to read, one of these in intervals, maybe later.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Browse the yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What type of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
So we need the last one. Field autopsy forms.
You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Field autopsy.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
Okay, got it.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. But they appear pleasantly vague.
Pleasantly vague? Station call.
These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Oh, like subpoena?
All in a print so small it could be considered downright cute.
Cool. Read the fine print, eh?
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
Dead guys.
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Ooh, what is it?
And something small inside, light, made of paper or cardboard, or dried flowers perhaps.
Dried flowers?
Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
Ooh, maybe it's my badge. Peek inside.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands, you 4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Wait, huh? Ooh. -1 to lonesome long way home. Ooh. Does it have to do with where I came from? Is it a key? Let's try.
Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some. Then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck.
Okay.
The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason.
Okay, well, just for the heck of it. Smell the ledger.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Yeesh.
You know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called Fermi Discrete, or Axel, or something. At some point in its journey, the ledger has seen the inside of a public toilet.
Which toilet would that be?
Remember when I said the smell of the upstairs bathroom was so rank they should have sent a poet to describe it?
Right, I remember. Is sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner a line this poet might have used?
Why, yes it is, among many other things. This cleaning tablet is used by the whirling in rags. Perhaps that's where the ledger was dropped in the toilet. By you.
Who else? Alright. Yellow man mug. Oh, damn. Yep. This broken-eared mug somehow made its way into the whirling in rags dumpster. It depicts a person of Samaran descent frolicking in a field of saffron flowers, buck-toothed and grinning feeble-mindedly. It seems to be a cheap knockoff of some colonial-era antique.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
Yeah. Do I? No. That's okay. A blue pen like a large caliber bullet that shoots out ink, once belonging to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. It comes with a side order of resentment. Okay. Sure. Okay, we've dabbled enough. Where do we go next, though? Wait, let me... Wait. Can I do the autopsy now? Well, since we're here already.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. The belt is still around his neck. His body is supine and open to intrusion by autopsy. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Wait. What is this? If we're about to do an autopsy, should we... Oh no. Can't see my inventory now. I was hoping we should, put the gloves, gardener's gloves, first. What exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Et puis descend, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Why don't you know? What use are you?
You must have me confused with the Copperpedia.
Who's the Copopedia? I think I need to talk to him.
You, sir, you are the Copperpedia.
Oh, Copopedia. Do you have another? Wait, I have gloves. Oh, maybe.
I hope we do. It's getting really late for an autopsy.
Oh, right. It's 3:30 now. Wait. I think that we can use this. But how do we use this? Ah, there we go. Nice. Okay, now
The
I'm ready.
rotting man lies on his... The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Come on, officer. You know what a field...
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano,
Okay,
Corpus
okay,
Mundi,
I get it,
is
I get
the
it.
world's highest
Let's get in there.
summit.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
Limited capacity. What do you mean?
I mean when I need you to. Until then, I should handle physical contact and you should take notes.
We just fill this in, right?
That's right.
Open your ledger.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts.
3 parts.
Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
Assistant.
That's you.
HDB.
the corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says
Okay, number 2. Coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
Okay.
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi. 57 equals Precinct 57, followed by his date 0803 and time of arrival 0815 on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you.
Alright.
That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
Fine. Shouldn't we file the coroner's case under me? Well, technically, I arrived at the scene before you. Well, he's doing all the work, mostly. So, that should be fine. Write it down.
Next,
Number 3, name.
NA. Next,
Number 4, date of birth.
NA.
Number 5, age.
Roughly 50.
Roughly 50.
Dry 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
Okay. That actually makes some sort of sense. I'm gonna write roughly 42.
He nods.
6. Race.
Mondial.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Mwindi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Number 7. Sex.
Fucky, fucky!
Oh man. Why did I laugh at that? This kid, dude.
Male.
Male, of course.
Pigs can have sex!
Right? Fucky.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
8. Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51.
March 4th. So that is the week before. 403.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
Okay.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens, motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
11. Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Okay. Huh. Evidence of treatment. Interfering with the body's position. Post-mortem. At least not after the initial examination. Okay.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then...
Okay.
We should start the post-mortem.
Alright.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination. Summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin, I think. Let's see.
Babrodin. Okay.
See, it's happening.
Shouldn't we, shouldn't they be away from the body first? Never mind.
Babrodin, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
Processing. Fused to his skin.
The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design. Tattoos.
Tattoos.
The
okay.
upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white.
Okay.
The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing.
Below freezing.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with the age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
No. Okay. Short, light brown, male pattern baldness.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
Shut up.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
I'll talk shit about you anytime.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Bite marks. Not gonna do that. Okay.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
Remove the belt.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Oh yeah, I'm prepared.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Good thing we got these chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
Copy that.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Yes, I'm gonna speak, I agree. Let's ignore them for now. Oh. Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the yeast. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there, steady now, like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
2 cuts. Ooh, nice. Cut the belt off.
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow.
Press down.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
Oh.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
The lieutenant has kneeled closer, running his finger along the dark red groove until there's a gap.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
No! Let's get out and see!
fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Inspector. What? Okay.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Okay.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
Battle scars?
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
This scarring is extensive, way more than a law official's.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item. Hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves on to the other hand. Yeah, I'ma let him do his thing.
Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Understandable.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Oh no. That's just the external. Okay.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Central nervous system.
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
If I may add the moral of this story.
What would that be?
Ooh.
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
Oh, he likes that, huh? Alright, NA.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
Hyoid bone.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous. You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Cracks. Hey.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Should I look? Should I look? Let's try.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Look deeper inside. Oh shit, what?
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
So I'm guessing this is bad.
Very, very bad. This is the end bad.
What's happening? Try to remain conscious.
All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now.
Huh?
We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear.
Wait, what? Did I just die? Huh? Holy
Cop
shit.
suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
What the fuck? What killed me though? Uh-oh. What the fuck? What? No way.